Hey guys, it's Stephanie. So this is my second video today about my trip to the Philippines. I didn't get to show the shoes I was talking about in my last video. I was showing other things I bought, and I found these shoes. They weren't at my boyfriend's house. Bought these shoes from Forever 21, and they're just like these sandals that J. Crew sells, but they're like 3 times less expensive. So they're like a super good deal, and they're really comfortable, and they're really nice quality, so I highly recommend them. I don't know what they're called, but they look like this. They're really cute. And also, my future mother-in-law bought me this beautiful shawl. So it looks like this. It's like a brownish, reddish color, and it's got pretty flowers on it, like this. And she bought my mom one as well, and my mom's is gray and really sparkly because she likes sparkly stuff. So, today I'm going to talk about our trip, like, as a whole, my impressions, all that kind of stuff. So, we left Chicago on July 20th. That was a Saturday. Our flight was at noon, I believe. So, we got to the airport at, like, 9 o'clock, I think. And we got through, like, security and everything really fast. So we were just kind of wandering around the airport. And then we got on our plane, and we flew to Detroit, and that was just like an hour flight, so that was really easy. And then we had, like, I think an hour layover. And then we flew from Detroit to Nagoya in Japan, and that was a 12-hour flight, and that was really long. And I cannot, like, sleep on airplanes. I can't sleep sitting up, and, you know, like, we were flying in coach, so you can't, like, put the seat back very far because there's someone behind you. And I didn't even really sleep. I even took Tylenol PM, and, like, it didn't even help. I would, like, fall asleep for, like, 5 minutes, I felt like, and then just wake up because the plane's moving, or, you know, you hear the plane's so loud. And so I was kind of miserable on the plane. I wasn't very happy. Like, we flew Delta, so they had screens on the back of every seat in front of you, so you could, like, watch your own movies or listen to music or play games, so that was nice. And, you know, I bought lots of books and things to do. So we got to Japan, and we were exhausted, and we had, like, I think a 3-hour layover, maybe 2 or 3 hours, about that. And then we flew to Manila, and that flight was like 3 hours. And so by then, I mean, I was exhausted, but I was just so excited because we were almost there that I couldn't even sleep. I was just looking out the window and everything. And there was lots of turbulence because when we were going to Japan and when we were on our way to Manila, there was lots of turbulence. So the plane's moving a lot, and it was just like, wah, you know. But that was okay. So we got to Manila at, like, really late, like I think 10:30 at night, and we had to wait a while for our bags and everything. And his parents picked us up, and they took us to the condo we were going to be staying at, and we dropped off our stuff. And then we went back to his parents' house and ate some food. And, like, we were both just exhausted, so they took us back to the condo so we could sleep. And I got a pretty good night's sleep. I think I slept, like, maybe 9 hours, and I was feeling okay the next day. Like, I think it's easier to get over jet lag, like, when you're there, you know, versus when you get back to where you came from. It's a lot harder. So I was okay that day. You know, I had, like, my breakfast and just tried to get back into my regular routine. You know, had my breakfast and my coffee and did all that stuff that I would normally do. And that day we didn't really do much. We kind of relaxed and rested. And then that night we went to this restaurant called Sonia's Garden. And it was in Taal, right by the Taal volcano, which is the smallest volcano in the world. And it's, like, in the middle of this little lake called Taal Lake. And it was really pretty, and the restaurant was beautiful, and the food was really good. It was, like, Italian food. So that was really nice. And I got to see Mike's parents and his youngest brother and his youngest brother's wife. So that was really nice. The next day we were just kind of driving around Manila looking at stuff. And, like, before I even go on, I mean, the traffic there is, like, insane. I mean, I haven't been to anywhere else in Asia, so I don't know if this is, like, the norm in Asia, but it was just crazy. Like, there aren't, like, half the roads don't have lines on the roads, and the cars just go all over the place, and, like, there aren't too many, like, stoplights and stop signs, and you just, like, like, we had our own driver. His name was Menard, and he was wonderful. And you, like, stop when you're, like, at a corner, and then you just kind of go. And the cars stop for you. And, like, people just kind of honk or... You know, I didn't see, like, road rage. I only saw one accident while we were there, which was surprising. Like, I mean, I just can't imagine people, like, driving like that in America, because when I drive on the highway here and there's traffic, people go, like, berserk. You can see people just, like, their faces is going like this because they're getting so upset that the traffic isn't moving, and everyone's just driving calm and just, like, beep, beep, and they just go. And, like, the first few days I was there, I was just terrified, because, you know, like, just seeing someone pull out in the middle of traffic is really scary. But I got used to it a little bit. I tried to. So that was very exciting. Like, on the highway, they drive really fast, like 110 miles an hour. It's very interesting. I'm just glad we didn't have to drive there. So yeah, we, like, drove around Manila the next day, and we went to see, a university. I don't remember the name of the university. It might have been De La Salle. That was where Mike went to school. I don't know if that's which one it was. And we went to visit this church, and it was the church where Mike's parents got married, and we went to this museum on the campus that had, like, animals and, like, scientific stuff like that. And then it also had this exhibit about, like, statues that like cry blood or things like that, you know, like, where people consider it to be a miracle. So that was really interesting. And then the next day we just did kind of, like, random stuff, you know, just, like, go around and shop and go to different malls and things like that, because there's tons of malls in Manila. It seems like every block is a different mall, and they're all owned by this company called SM. I'm, like, looking down at my notes, because I tried to write down everything we did so I could, like, remember. So we went shopping at one of the SM malls, and we went to go visit Mike's sister-in-law. She's a judge, and she has a really nice office. So we went to go visit her, and, like, her office is connected to her courtroom that she, like, you know, presides over. And we took pictures, and she, like, pretended to marry us, which was really cute. And we went out to eat with her, and we went to a Korean restaurant, and I got bibimbap, which was delicious. And, like, there's a children's book called Bibimbap, and I've always wanted to have bibimbap. I was so excited to have it. It was so good. And we went to a mall with her as well, and I went to Shu Uemura, and I bought makeup, I bought eyelash curlers from Shu Uemura, which was one of the things I really wanted to buy there. And we went to, I don't remember where else we went there. We went to a few other stores, but I think I only bought the eyelash curlers. And the next day we went back to the Taal volcano, and we were kind of, like, you know, walking around and looking at it. It's really pretty. And there's, like, a big Ferris wheel thing, that we went to go see. It's, like, the biggest Ferris wheel in the Philippines, and we went on that, and it gives you a really pretty view of, like, you know, the volcano and the lake and everything. So that was really fun. And then we went to this place called Highland with Mike's parents and his oldest brother and his oldest brother's family. So that with his wife and their 5 kids. And it's like a resort, kind of, like an exclusive resort, and we got to stay in this beautiful house that they rented. And it had, like, all these different sections. You could, like, go to a spa and, like, all these beautiful things. And this house we stayed in was humongous. It had, I think, 3 bedrooms upstairs and all this room downstairs, so there was enough room for everyone to sleep. And their family gave us the, like, master bedroom with, like, the big bed and the jacuzzi and everything. So they were all, like, laughing at us, like, hee. And so that was really cute. And we, like, used the jacuzzi, because why wouldn't we? It was beautiful. And then we couldn't figure out how to turn it off. It was, like, broken or something. We had to go, like, get his brother and his nephew, and they had to figure out how to turn it off, so that was really embarrassing. They, like, came in the room, like, like, trying not to look at me. I'm, like, in my robe, like, so that was really funny. And when we were there, we went on, they had, like, this cable car thing that you could go on to see the view of like the mountains and like the rest of the resort and the lake and the volcano, and it was beautiful. I took lots of beautiful pictures. And we went to a Chinese restaurant there, and they were serving all this like crazy food, like these, like a whole fish, like with its head and everything. Like, I'm a vegetarian. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna vomit. Like these like soups with like fish heads sticking out of it. Oh my god, it was awful. So I didn't really enjoy that, but my food was okay, but I was just kind of like nauseated the entire time we were there. So I'm going to stop this video now and then film another one because I don't want this to get too long. It's already 10 minutes. So stay tuned for part 2 of my Philippines adventure. Bye!